What is going on, guys? This is going to be a very important video about the CCIV short squeeze that is 100% coming. I will be showing you guys the trades that I have been making, the Ortex data to fully support this 100%, as well as the recent news driving factors that are pushing CCIV up higher, currently up 7.81%, and this is a video you do not want to miss, so I do recommend you stay through the whole thing to get the overall gist of what is going on here and why this is a no-brainer trade. Now, I know a lot of people are hung up on AMC. I am myself. I have a very large position in AMC, but if you missed AMC or you just want to look for the next big opportunity, I'm not trying to take any hype away from AMC. This could be it, guys. I don't want to underestimate that. I don't want to take away any hype from AMC. So I do think AMC is still great, but CCIV has a lot of potential, and by the end of this video, you will agree with me. Now, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure to tap, tickle, touch, or smash the like button, as well as comment down below. Comment down below, what do you think about this? Do you think it's just gonna rip up and come crashing down like it always has? Do you think it's gonna short squeeze, or what do you think? Give me your price targets, give me anything that you're looking at or have a question on. I pretty much respond to every single comment, as well as subscribe to the channel. Now, if you also want to support the channel, there is a Patreon and my buy and sell alerts, so you would have got notified of these positions that I made. I'm currently up 50% on these on about a $400 investment, so it pretty much pays for itself. Over the last about 7 trading days, you would have made enough from the buy and sell alerts alone to cover this cost for about 5 years. So I don't want to waste any more time getting into it, guys. Let's talk CCIV. So they're up 8.06% today on a very solid day, starting the day and actually hitting a low of $24.31. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot, only up $1.90 today, but this is very significant, and you will know why by the end of this video, if not by the beginning of the video, right? There's a lot going on that is good for CCIV, and the first thing that I do want to point out is the Ortex data. I'm going to go ahead and update this, and this might still change. It might start to get more refined as the day goes. And with the T+2 settlement, this data is actually for Thursday. If we take a look back at what happened Thursday, let's take a look. That would be June 3rd, right? June 3rd was... sorry, I don't have my dates exactly correct, but June 3rd, yeah, we were up pretty significantly throughout the whole day. And what is very key here is we had a little bit more shares that were actually covered, but nothing in the grand scope of things. We had 315.7 thousand shares that were covered on Thursday, and we did have 380,000 shares that were sold short on Thursday. But I do want to tell you guys, CCIV has a higher short interest than AMC. They currently sit at about 61.5% free float on loan. And what I do want to point out here is this has been heavily shorted at a very bad time. We have a lot of factors and catalysts that are coming up. One thing I just want to point out too, before we actually look at the exchange reported data, is every single time you have a SPAC that gets confirmed, the merger date gets confirmed, or anything related to the SPAC, it goes crazy, right? We've seen that in SoFi, GHIV. There's all these SPACs are going crazy once something is confirmed. People start piling into it. That is why it really blows me away. Shorts have took on such a massive short position, going from a negative short position the 31st of March now to 40.53 million shares that were shorted, and that was 1,900 shares that were shorted March 31st, now to 40 million 40.5 million, guys. So this is exponentially greater, and we are on the verge of getting major catalysts and news announcements. One of those being a delivery date that is supposed to come out in the second half of 2021, so anytime now, as well as a confirmed vote for the merger, which could also come out at any time. And if those things do happen before these shorts start to cover, and it doesn't look like they are covering much at all, 300,000 shares is tiny compared to what they do have to cover, and that currently sits at 44.83 million shares that need to be returned. So, long story short, when these catalysts do come out, we're going to see a huge pop in CCIV, probably to $35, even $40 per share, or even higher than that, guys. 21.66% short interest is extremely large. We are actually even going up right now as we speak. It has been a great day for CCIV. Now, I'm going to show you guys my position real quick, and I did sell a covered call for the $35 strike. I collected $120. I am down $10 on this. I'm not too concerned about it. If I have to sell my 100 shares at $35, I'll be happy with that. I'll buy back in. But as far as the other trades I did, excuse me, I got a CCIV $40 call for August 20th. I bought 2 of them at $141. Is currently up about 29%, $82 gain on that. And then this one I bought, it's up 55.32%, up $78. I spent $141 on it. It is currently worth $219. So once I get you in the trades, if you're in the buy and sell alerts, you can do whatever you want, cash out at any time. But this is not even the start of the move we are going to see in CCIV, and they have been consistently going up for the last 7 trading days or so. So all does look good here, as well as the news, guys. I do want to get into the news because there's also a news driving factors here, a couple of them, and we're going to talk about it right now. It says, to the victor goes the spoils. Lucid Motors Air EV is now the only electric sedan with a range of over 500 miles after Tesla cancels its Model S Plaid Plus version. It says, I'm not going to read the intro to that. That's basically what I've been talking about. But it says, the most recent bullish impetus for Churchill Capital shares comes at the back of Tesla's recent cancellation of the Model S Plaid Plus version, which reportedly featured a range of about 520 miles. There's the tweet of Elon canceling the EV with over 500-mile range. It says, this means that Lucid Motors EV will now be the only electric sedan with a range of over 500 miles. Bear in mind that Lucid Motors plans to commence its production run for final quality validation in June. This means that the company will likely be able to start delivering the Air EV within weeks now. Of course, NIO's ET7 sedan also features a range of about 600 miles. However, that electric sedan will only become available to customers in 2022. This means that for the rest of the current year, Lucid Air will be the reigning champion when it comes to EV range. And there is obviously one distinctive factor here. Yes, NIO might have a larger range, but for American electric vehicle car companies, Lucid Motors is going to be the only one that does offer that immense range power, right? You can get from a 20-minute charge up to 300 miles of range with a Lucid Air. So that is also very attractive. As far as the other news catalyst or bullish catalyst, it says, of course, as we noted in a post last week, Rivian's proposed $70 billion IPO valuation played an important role of convincing investors that Lucid Motors' current valuation is a virtual bargain. This then set the stage for a sustained rally through last week. With the cancellation of the Plaid Plus model, we expect CCIV shares to continue to exhibit substantial strength. All eyes are now on to turn to the upcoming special meeting of the SPAC shareholders, where the merger agreement with Lucid Motors would be formally approved. The SPAC began rallying in the de-SPAC phase. The meeting is likely to provide another healthy dose of upward momentum to the shares of the combined company. And that is where the article ends. So you guys now have an idea of what is going on here, and if you want updated short interest data from the end of the day when it does fully refine, I will make a small video of that. Let me know down below in the comment section if you do want a small updated video. I'll keep it just like 2 minutes long just to give you guys what is going on. As far as Lucid Motors Twitter, there has not been too much going on. 2 hours ago they said, juiced up and recharged, take advantage of the initiative features within the Lucid user experience while your Lucid Air charges on the Electrify American network. First to 500. Another jab to Tesla, and I do apologize for the shitty reading in this video. Can't do too much about that right now, but Weeble, I'm gonna do some quick technical analysis for you guys just to see where we currently sit with CCIV. My chart is taking forever to load, but as far as where we currently sit, it does look very, very good. You can see this. It's so bullish, guys. It's so bullish, and I'm surprised more shorts aren't covering their positions when there's so many shares that need to be covered, and we are on the heels of big catalysts that are going to drive CCIV stock home. I'm talking on SoFi and GHVI. When you get the SPAC confirmations or the merger date announcements, you see a 10 to 25% pop in those stocks just off of that news alone. And CCIV does have more going for it as of right now, but currently sit at $26.01. We do have this very strong trend line, and I'm going to add the moving averages. I don't know why it's not on this chart, but we are going to add them right here. I like to do the 50-day moving average and then the 200-day moving average. 200-day moving average. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. let's do that, 200-day, 50-day. So we are firmly above the 50-day and the 200-day, and actually the 50-day moving average just crossed above the 200-day moving average, which is a very, very bullish signal right here in and of itself. So taking a look at our major resistance level that is coming up, it's not too major, but about $27 is where we really started to slide from 32.95, hit that little base at 27, and then started sliding from there. So that should be the first level of resistance. Up until $27, we don't have any resistance, guys, so we're gonna really have to see price discovery as of right now. But as far as potential downside, it does look like this $24 mark will be a substantial support level as of right now. Now, obviously, with these SPACs, we could go either way, but there is more reasons to buy CCIV that we have talked about in this video than to actually be a seller of CCIV. And the fact they are not covering more shares is really just mind-blowing at this point. You'd think they would learn their lesson already, right? But the MACD, it looks very, very bullish, and that you can see this by when the CCC line is above the blue signal line. That is a bullish sign. And just look at these inflows compared to outflows. Very little selling going on right here, guys, but a bunch of buying is happening. And we are still very, very bullish. This gap is currently widening, so that does look pretty good from right there. Already went over our resistance level as well as our support level. If anything, I do think we could bounce in between $24 and about $27. But once you break that $27 mark, you're going to get some steam to the upside. And then from there, our next major resistance level is going to be at about this top right here, about $33 per share. If we do break that I do think we could, then we have no other resistance level besides $65. So theoretically, I do think we could go back to about $50 per share on this before the steam does start to evaporate, or even $65. There's really no telling with the Rivian valuation being so high, with the expected delivery date coming out soon, short interest so high, guys, and going from 1,000 shares shorted in 2 months to 45 million shares shorted in 2 months is a huge number. And like we've already talked about all the other catalysts, I think this will be very, very good. I actually wish I had got more options in this, but I do have a significant share position as well. It is 11.55% of my portfolio, 150 shares, average cost of $23.16. I am now positive about 12% or $415. This is a very long-term buy and hold for me, but I do see a huge opportunity here for a trade, and I wouldn't be surprised if these options, a value of $466 did 1,000%. So this $467, if we do get to squeeze like I think, these could go to worth about $4,000. So I do think there is a great cause to make a trade here, and I do apologize for the raw nature of this video and me kind of stumbling over myself a couple times. I was really just trying to get this video out to you guys before market does end today, and it is 3:00 p.m. So with all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video. You guys take care. Let me know what you think about CCIV down in the comment section, as well as like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, like I said, if you want to stay up to date with my buy and sell alerts when I actually do make trades, and I send out alerts when I buy or sell, check that out, link down below in the description, as well as get up to $70 in whatever free stock that you want using public, no deposit necessary, no need to even link a bank account. You can even link a debit card or credit card, and you get to choose your stock. It's up to $70 worth. There is really no harm in doing it. It is literally free money. It takes about 2 minutes. You get your stock instantly. So check those links out down below in the description. Until next time, take care.